Okay, we will now class discuss the latitude and departure of any particular line. From the definition that we have here the definition of the latitude of any line on the survey. As defined, it is the projection. Projection on a north and south lines. It may be called a north or positive, or ang sa south can be south as the negative latitude. So if you have a line, shall we say you have a line here, you have a line A, B. Muna ito line sa what? This is that line. Natay projection going to the north. North is going upward. Or kung napo tayo line nga, shall we say, line CD. No, projection gikan sa what? So we talk about projection of the line AB is going to the north. Mo ni siya vertical projection, or what we call the latitude. It's a projection of the line going to the north is a latitude. Siya. So mo na iyang projection. Murag igo-igo po siya nila, no? So mo na iyang projection sa atokuan. This is termed as latitude. Na siya mga latitude. It is going to the north, so it is a positive latitude. Now, kung kini mo ito line CD, ang iyang latitude is paana. Okay. Padaon man siya. So, paana po na iyang latitude. So, ano yung latitude karon? Yeah. So, in downward, and because this is going to the south, it is a south latitude or negative latitude. While this one is going to the north, it is positive latitude. So, ano siya latitude? Projection of any line to the south, to the north, or south. Now, tayo tawag of departure. The departure is a projection of the line going to the west or to the east. So, kung muna itong line AB, muna yung projection. So, going to the east. AB, paano mo siya incline? Yung inclination. So, hindi na siya kutob. Hindi na kutob. Yung projection. So, this is what we call departure. When I say departure. So, kung going to the east, this departure is positive. Now, dito ta. Kung going to the west, yung departure, so, itas mo na, itas mo. So, this is the departure going to the west, or negative departure. That's it. So we know, we define bearing as the angle between from the south or the north going to the east or the west, or if it is for this line, our bearing is from the north going to the east. So kini ang iyang bearing. Diba? This is your bearing. Or, shall we say, ating significantly kita ang dali kayo pag sa formula. Therefore, it is from the south to the west. So, mo yung bearing. So, if we will transfer this to the other corner, atong i-given siya o right triangle, so magana na siya forma. This is your line A, B. So, mo na yung bearing. So, this is your latitude. This is your departure. So, mo na yung bearing. So, we are forming right triangle. No? Defined by this bearing angle. So, from this triangle, we can see that our line AB, this is a right triangle man, so hypotenuse atong line AB niya. So, atong line AB can be written as AB squared, but probably it is latitude squared plus departure squared. No? Pythagorean theory. Then we can also say from our triangle, from this triangle, from our trigonometry, we can also know based from this given angle or given bearing, we can also say our sine theta. Given ang AB na to, atong sine theta, given ang AB, sine is departure over line AB. At bang ang ating departure. So, or atong departure of the line AB is just equals to AB or the length of the line times the sine theta. In the other side also, we can also say cosine theta is equivalent to our latitude over the line AB, or our latitude will be line AB times cosine theta. Okay, so we have to analyze this one, or we have to practice this one, how to get the latitude and departure, because most of our problem about area, about the missing data is based on this one. So kinahanglan kabisado ninyo ni siya. Now, in a certain closed traverse, if the traverse is closed, the summation of latitude and departure must be always zero. No, must be always zero. If it is not zero, then there is what we call an error of closure. Ano ba? No? If this is your, if you have, if this is our closed traverse. Now, kung dili siya zero ang yung latitude departure, kung dili mas zero, then there is what we call error. Kini siya ang error karon, kini siya silbi. Mag-abot man tani siya ni. Ito, anang tani siya, dili siya mag-abot, so ano yung error. So we have error of closure. Kini siya may error of closure. Error of closure. Wherein that error of closure, lain man na siya, ang error of closure, ano siya po ay projection sa projection, which is the latitude and departure yun, which is this one is summation of latitude, ini siya is summation of departure. Ano siya? Ano ay cause ng error? This is now your error of closure. Now, as I mentioned, kung if it is a closed traverse, so wala gina siya itong error. Mag-close gina siya. So, kinahanglan kung closed traverse, zero ang yung summation sa latitude o ang yung summation sa departure, zero gina siya. Maybe you will be wondering, or you will be asking yourself, ano zero man siya? Take note na naatay negative latitude o positive latitude. No? Natay. So, may possibility sa zero. So, naboy positive departure o negative departure. Okay? So, the error of closure is defined as the Pythagorean theory bigyan ko na. So, it is just equivalent to the square root of the summation of latitude squared plus summation of departure squared. That's the error of closure. Then we have also relative error of closure, which is equivalent to the error of closure over the perimeter, no? Over the summation of all the lines or the perimeter of the verse. So we need to say, isang map na ito, tanan na itong lines. And it must be indicated by 1 over the what? Or what? The denominator here must always be equal to 1, unity. So let us have an example. By the way, because if there in a survey, there is no really exact zero yun ang kuwan. There is always an error in the surveying works because there are so many factors to be considered in surveying works that will cause the error. Ikaw usada ang atong attitude sa surveyor sa mag-survey. And the other one is kanang mga factors sa mga environmental factors, kanang mga magnet sa needle or sa pagkuha niyo pag-sit up sa instrument. Di mo na makukuha. So there is always an error. So because there is always an error, we must have to correct the error. Now to correct the error, there are two ways to correct the error of closure. One way is by transit method, and the other one is by compass method. Define na diri sa inyo one, no? Sa inyong yatay na ko nga brochure or sa inyong module 3. So in the module 3, to correct the error, it is termed as balancing a survey. So to balance or correct the error na siya when we say balancing the survey. So to balance the survey, you have the compass rule and the transit rule. Our definition for the compass rule is that this one is the definition. The correction to be applied to the latitudinal or departure of any course is the total correction in latitude or departure as the length of the course is to the length of the traverse. Ano siya definition. So in simple way, hindi na malibog, no? We'll consider it first with the latitude. Concentrating the latitude, yan eh. Kung mag-correcta sa latitude nga error, muna siya. So, correction sa latitude nga error. Correction sa latitude nga error. The correction to be applied to latitude of any course is the total correction in latitude. So, ito pa, yung total correction sa latitude, it is the error of latitude. So, summation of latitude as the length the correction to be applied to latitude or the correction to be applied to latitude of any course is to the total correction of latitude. So, we need to say this is now the summation of latitude, total correction of latitude as the length of the course. So the length of the course is length of course. Sa yan ko, length sa say line AB, no? Line AB. So yan length is to the length of the course is to the length of the traverse. Length of the traverse is the perimeter. Yan total na length. So it is the perimeter. This is the correction for latitude. Ang sa departure code, correction for departure, this is for compass rule, ha? Compass rule din siya. correction for departure is to the correction of the error of departure as to the length of the course is to the total length of the traverse as the perimeter gyapon. So, mag-differentiate lang sila sa pan. So, muna yung formula sa compass rule. For the transit rule, you have the correction to be applied in the transit rule. The correction to be applied to latitude or departure, so you'll have correction sa latitude sa maguna. Of any course traverse is to the correction of latitude and departure of latitude. Iya po correction sa summation gyapon sa latitude. Pareha gyapon ato. As the latitude or departure, so iya yung latitude ato nga line. As to the latitude yun ata nga of the particular line. Yung latitude sa particular line is to the arithmetical sum. So, arithmetical sum of latitude. Arithmetical sum of the latitude. Of all latitude or departure on that traverse without regards to sign. So, arithmetic man siya. So, walay sign negative man ang latitude o ang kuan i-add gihapon siya arithmetical sum walay sa arithmetic it doesn't matter ang kuan, it doesn't matter ang negative sign. So we need to say arithmetic man nga submission latitude lahi siya kaysa diri consider na to sign while this one wala na to i-consider ang sign ani. The same manner sa kuan pod sa departure magyapon correction to the departure to be applied is just equal to the submission of the departure as to the departure of that line, particular line over the arithmetic yapon. Summation of the departure. So, muna siya transit rule. Muna itong compass rule. So, we will now apply that one in our first problem that I give you.